We were told that if we said we were from the Ottawa Theatre School, they would know why we were there, and somebody would talk to us. So we went in, and one of the tellers was there, and we were like, hey, we're from the Ottawa Theatre School, we're here to interview you, and literally nobody in the bank knew who we were, knew what we were talking about. The first time I heard that word was when we were in an acting class. It sort of became shorthand for going out of your comfort zone. It was just one of those really ubiquitous kind of words that seem to pop up everywhere. I ran out of the prop room and I was just like, my mind was going a mile a minute. And I remember I was just in this crazy, really happy mood, and I ran into one of my friends at the library, at the cafe in the library, and I bought her coffee, and that's like something I would never do. What's money? I'm going to theater school! Ah! And yeah, so. I mean, I had an idea in my head of what a theater student would look like, I guess, and it was sort of just, you know, Glee people. And what we really had in our class was a bunch of different people from a bunch of walks of life. In sort of mid-November, Bruce and Natalie, the sort of business side of the school, asked us to pay our second term tuition if we hadn't already. Our domineering, overbearing voice instructor quit 10 minutes before we were supposed to have class with her. She walked in, she went to Bruce and had a conversation with him, and then left without even saying anything to us. And I remember one of the girls in our class had had a very good relationship with her and had sent her an email or something asking for any steps she could take in her own vocal training in the future. And our instructor emailed her back saying, you may want to try to find another theater school. Bruce stopped being able to teach us acting, so we would have free periods when we were supposed to be having acting class because he was away, or he was sick, or he was in a meeting, or something like that. Our yoga instructor, kind of same deal, she would get sick and not be able to teach us yoga every so often. And then she would kind of come in and talk a lot about being honest with people. I was literally coat on, suitcase in hand, walking out my front door to go to the airport, and I got an email from the receptionist at the school. And it was like, hey everybody, just a heads up, we were supposed to start school on Monday, we're gonna have to push it back till Wednesday. That's all the information I have for you right now. We'll give you some more details. All that we were left to do was sit in our apartment until Wednesday. Because, like, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna prepare like it's any other day of school because they didn't tell you any otherwise. We made the walk to school, and everybody was sitting in the lobby, just waiting. There was a definite energy in the air that was not good. And I remember the receptionist was crying and Natalie was crying. Natalie sat down and she was barely keeping it together, and she just sort of said, we've had financial troubles and the conservatory program is too expensive to keep going. And I just remember feeling like all the air had been sucked out of the room, and there was just kind of a quiet, like a silence. I don't know how you look at people in the eye and tell them that you failed like that. As much as they say they couldn't have, I wish they would have been honest. I mean, we were paying for a service, and I'm not sure they were delivering on it. But at the same time, what service they did provide I found very helpful, and I did learn an absolute ton, and I'm very thankful for the time that I spent there, and it definitely did help my development and kind of who I am now, for sure.